Good morning and welcome back to another video. It's me, Adrianne Michelle. In today's video, we have quite a menagerie of things going on. So we are about to have about 75 bags of mulch delivered. I think we got just a pallet. My husband ordered it. We took advantage of the $2 mulch day sale that was happening at Lowe's. Not sure how long that's going on. I don't know if it's done or what. Also, I'm going to be transplanting a few things before we actually spread the mulch and reworking a few flower beds. And in the flower bed back here behind me, right back here, we're going to be cleaning up some debris. We've had a pretty torrential rains for probably the last few days. And with those rains, probably a night or so ago, we had some really heavy winds that knocked out some power, not here in this area, but it did cause quite a bit of debris down here in this flower bed, and I noticed a few of my plants got snapped. So I'm just going to go down here, clean some of that up, and then get transplanted. But let me turn you guys around and show you the things that I want to get transplanted. Okay, this is one of the beds that I cannot wait to get mulched. We had to have the power company come and trench right here when we had some fried wires underground that kind of jacked up the power in the house. So we had to have that done. So I can't wait to get this bed mulched. Just kind of getting this stuff right here kind of cleaned up, cleaning up the little rod. The edge of the bed is pretty decent right here. Just getting the mulch laid down and pulling out any weeds that may still be in this flower bed right in here. It's not a whole lot. This bed is just, I love the simplicity of this bed. Let me back up. So we got the heuchera right here, a couple of hostas, some lily turf, and the beautiful Japanese maple that's only, guys, this is just its second season. It's massive. All right, let me take you around. Look at this Japanese maple too. That is a blood good. It's underplanted here. The hostas are starting to come in. We're gonna come through here, weed this flower bed here in this area. These hostas get relatively large. Don't let them fool you right now with the size. They're just small in stature now because they are just starting to come up out of the ground and push their leaves canopy out. So right now they look small, but they are actually very large. This smallest one up front is a Woo La La. The others through here are Empress Woo. So we got more hostas here, Autumn Frost, and some Hudson Bays, and a couple of Coast to Coast out there, and some pansies. So yeah, this is the bed that I'm going to be stealing some plants from right here. So we got a lot of heuchera up here, and honestly I just kind of slapped them in the ground this past fall just to have a place for them to be, but I'm not really digging the setup of this bed. So I am going to be digging a few of these really nice ones out of the landscape. So another thing that I need to get dug up would be, I'm going to creep through the back way here. You guys may remember the salvia that we planted in a previous video. It's doing really well. Right back here, I have 3 seducer hostas. One there, one's coming up there, and another one that is back there, slow to emerge. My husband severely damaged that one, and I'm not happy about it, but I understand it was an accident. I'm just trying to be patient and see what happens. You guys, I barely missed when I transplanted this Gara over here earlier part of late winter. Look how close that is. I don't know how I didn't see it when I was digging, but I didn't see it. I may or may not take this one. I probably need to take it because it's getting really close to this little lime here. That, let me back up and show you guys this little lime. These are little lime hydrangeas. This one has been planted here for a few seasons now. These right here were planted just last season. Okay, no, so these are planted last season. The other 3, so this fairly large one here, that one there, and then there's one behind the peony right back here in front of Callie. Those were planted the season before. Let me go ahead and get you guys set up. I think first things first, I'm going to go out back, clean up that flower bed. All right, and you guys may remember in the most recent video where we did this garden wall, I just want to let you know, it is still holding on very strong, and it is looking pretty good. So let me take you guys on around. It is so windy. Alright, so right back in here is where we're going to start our cleanup. You can see we got big limbs, little limbs, weeds. It's all back here. So we're going to go ahead and start cleaning this out and getting things ready for the mulch.
Oh my God!
All right, you guys, so this is what 75 bags of mulch looks like on a pallet. I'm not even going to film this process because I just don't want to, but I'll come back to you after we get it all put up. All right, so while my husband unloads the mulch, I want to go ahead real quick and shape up my nandinas so that I don't get the nandina clippings onto the fresh mulch. And then I want to spread the bags of mulch. I'm not too concerned about trying to get mulch in that spot because that's going to fill in pretty soon and you won't even see it. And then we're going to continue on around in here, you guys. So here is a backed up view. I still have, you can see there's still another bag of mulch there. I have no mic, so you're going to hear every bit of background noise that's out here. Okay, so I've got to come out here, clean up my larapi. I'm going to do that later. It's around 4 o'clock. The mulch was delivered around, I don't know, 11-ish. So, yeah, we had to get my husband got all that put up, and we had all of it set out. So I've spread the mulch down out here. The edges look real crisp. It looks so much better. So I done the big bed, which didn't take that many bags. And honestly, I just did what you could see. Like, I'm not going to do back there behind the hydrangeas because come summertime, when the hydrangeas start to flush out, you're not going to be able to see them. We did shape up the nandinas. We cut those back quite a bit. I am going to get back out here and let my husband do these, or I may get back out here and give it a whirl. And we got all of this right here mulched. So that looks really good and fresh. I did not Sorry, the girls are out here playing. Let me hop past them. All right, so I did not mulch here because I'm going to be digging a lot of this stuff up and transplanting it out back. And we did get, let me turn around and get a backed up view. Try not to make y'all see it. So we got that mulched. Let's take you around to the front where we got all this mulched. So that looks better. That bed mulched and this bed mulched. And that's where the mulching pretty much stopped. So right here we do have plans. Back up a little bit. So we have plans. My husband's we're gonna come dig all this out right here and lay some pavers down so that doesn't happen again, but also so the trash cans don't sink. It'll just be kind of smooth to roll them onto the pavers that are happening right there. So then I got to come back through, get all this mulched up around the hibiscus that's starting to put on growth, get all this mulched. I did start because I had a couple of bags left, so I got to finish getting the vast majority of this right down here mulched. Not a lot, because then when you get right into here is when the ajuga starts to kick in. So honestly, I just have this patch here and this patch right back here. I am going to bother with this right here because it needs it terribly bad. And I'm going to come up out here and clean up the larapi. Just get the dead growth off. And but all that, I will mulch around my Mexican petunias. But the rest of it, I'm not going to really worry with mulching because the ajuga will spread and the lamb's ear will bulk up. So I'm not going to do anything with that. Today is day 2. Well, after I put all that mulch down and then my husband unloaded all of the mulch pallets and stacked them back up, we were both pretty much done. I didn't have time to transplant anything, so we'll do that today. I got my tools of choice right here. I got my shovel and my edger and my biotone, got the hiccups, and my biotone. So that is what we're going to be doing. You guys, I'm going to apologize in advance for the audio of my last few videos. I have a new phone that I've been recording on, and I don't have my mics in yet for them. So all the background noise and stuff, I'm just going to apologize in advance, but I will do my best to make it as clear as possible and try to edit out a lot of it. But like the dogs that's a block away that I can hear, I'm pretty sure you can hear them too. I'm sorry. But so yeah, what we're going to do is see if I can back up here. You guys may remember in a previous video where we went ahead and done the partial walls here. Excuse me. Those are holding up really, really nicely. We've got quite a bit of rain since we put those in. Not a drop of soil nor mulch has been spilled. So that is really, really exciting for me. Also, right in here, I'm just going to come through and clean this edge up. Probably from a distance, it looks fine. But when you get up close, you can see there's no definitive edge anymore because the rain does travel down through here. It all kind of goes together, and I want to keep it all separate as best as I possibly can. So we'll come through, edge that, put some mulch down in this bed. I am wanting to dig up my tiny wine 9-bark and toss it to the curb. This is about all it does for me all year long. This is about all the leaves that it puts on, and its counterpart down the hill, which is a ginger wine 9-bark, looks phenomenal. So I don't know what's up with this one. Maybe it's just not, I don't know. I feel like maybe I need to give it some more time, but I don't think time is it. I just think it's pretty much perished. And then I'm going to get some things transplanted. So also I want to get, without making you guys seasick, I need to clean this up because it just you can see where it curves, then it just goes straight, and I'm not really sure how that happened. I'm thinking when my husband seeded the lawn back here, because it was all red dirt, he probably just took it a little further over. So I'm going to come through here and shave out a good portion of the grass right in here just to define my curve a little bit more and give me a little bit more planting space. I'm going to try to get as much mulch down in this back flower bed back here as I possibly can. I guess first things first, I'm going to gosh, excuse me. We're gonna, I guess I'll start, I don't know, I guess I'll start with the transplanting of things first, then the edging, then the final step will be the mulch. So let's get set up and get to it. Grassy texture I'm leaving because that is the blue-eyed grass, and you can already see, or I can see at least from my angle. I'll get down there in a minute and show you where it has some little tiny blue blooms, and it looks like it's naturalizing down there. So I'm just going to let it, because you guys, I've been in a pickle about what to put back there anyway, and I did want a grassy texture, so there you go. I'm trying to wait for the golfers to move, but I think they're a little further away. I see them in the trees. So that little red patch of heuchera down there, I'm going to go dig a couple of those up and move them uphill because they look like they're struggling a little bit. The other ones look pretty good, so I want to leave them. So let's get down there real quick. All right, guys, so I'm going to go ahead and attempt to see where my lines need to be. I have me a can of spray paint. I'm just going to kind of spray paint it on there. I just need to know how my bed needs to curve, because it's kind of throwing me off on where I want to plant my heuchera and my other transplanted things. So let me do that real quick. Honestly, could stand to come in a little bit more. Let me take you closer, because I know you definitely cannot see it because it's not that fluorescent orange. All right, so there's the line, and it kind of swoops, and I kind of stopped it there, but to be quite honest with you, I'm gonna take probably that little edge piece right there out just to smooth it on out a little bit more. But this is a start. So when I lay my mulch down, I'll just come out here with my cardboard and lay my mulch down on top of all of that just to smother that little bit of grass out. All right, so now I feel better. Now I do know that there is a cable that runs from the electrical box up front all the way down back here, and I want to say it's somewhere right in there. So, oh God, I hope it's not over here. You know what? We're about to plant it and find out, so let's do it. Iris that I actually would like to plant right over here, like right in this patch behind the hydrangea and the hosta there in front of the Japanese maple. I think that'll be a really pretty spiky texture. Let me go grab those. All right, so this is the variety. This is an iris, African white. They're beautiful. I will pop a picture of them up on the screen. They are a white blooming iris, and their throats are like a purple with a yellow tinge to them. They're really sweet looking. These get actually relatively large, almost 3 feet tall and wide, you guys. So I think it'll be a nice variation of texture. Even though there's a lot of green down here, it'll be a different variation of texture, and it'll kind of break it up. So let me go get these placed down there, and I'll show you guys what it looks like. Like the variation of that. I'm going to move the one though that's behind the hydrangea here, go over to the side kind of towards the Japanese maple, and then I'll scooch the other one in a little bit, and I may kind of plant one staggered a little bit in front of the other. All right, you guys, how are we feeling about that? How do we feel about that? I like it. I think it's different, and I don't know. My main concern is about them blooming back here. Although I've seen people with iris in some part shade conditions, and they look perfectly fine. So, and my hydrangeas had no issue blooming over here in this little corner when it was over here. So I think we're going to go for it. I mean, if all else fails, it's just as simple as taking out a shovel and moving it. So let's go ahead. I like that look. Let's get those in there. So beautiful. Let's just back up a little bit. Look at that. All right, let's keep going, you guys. I think I'm gonna hold off on transplanting some things today. Main reason being is I'm still not for certain the look that I want in that front flower bed, and I don't want to dig all that stuff out and then not even know where I want it to be or where I want it to go or even what I want it to look like. I forgot, I have this beautiful hosta that I want to get in the ground. I got it the same day I got my iris. It is a Captain Kirk, and I've been looking for a Captain Kirk probably since last year. They are absolutely beautiful. This is a hosta. I don't know if I said that earlier. Let's look at the stats real quick. So here are the stats. It's about 20 inches tall, 36 inches wide, and Hardy zone's 33.9. So I am a zone 8A. I don't know if I ever tell you guys that when I'm out here. I garden in a zone 8A. I am in the South. I'm here in Georgia, in the hot, humid South, deep South. So I think I know exactly where I want to put this. It's got the most gorgeous blooms. I may go back to that garden center and see if they have any more, because I would like to have at least one more of these. Here is where I want to plant it. Back you up, show you guys what I got accomplished and what I didn't get accomplished. I'm tired. I have not ate. It's 1 o'clock, and I know better. Typically I'll try to eat something before I come out here, But and I also have a grocery order that's supposed to be delivered in a little bit, so I'm gonna head inside and clean up. I did not get this mulched right here where my hydrangeas are, but I did start right there where the orange line is. And you guys, I don't know, it may be that I'll get back out here later. I doubt it. I have a lot of things to do. Tonight is Sunday, and I got a lot of things to do to prep for the work week with me and the girls. So I got a lot to do, but I feel accomplished. We got the flower beds done up front, and I got part of this done. Let's see, I came out here at about 11, so it's about 1:15 right now, and so I got all of that done. We got the heuchera transplanted from down below. I do have a few more that I'm going to move from up front. And now that I have the line of the bed back here, I kind of know what to do. You can see I still need to finish this right here. Here is going to be the new entrance to where our stone walkway will be. I'm going to be replacing those pavers that's down there with something similar to the ones that we have out front. I'll pop a picture up. You've probably seen them in other videos before if you've seen my outdoor videos. So walkway will start here. I'm moving the vitex right here, so the walkway will be right here around the vitex. I do want some type of a shrub right here. I may get another one of those arborvitae. I had 3 of those emerald green arborvitaes right there, and 2 of them, they were already on the struggle bus when I planted them back here, hence what made me get the 3rd one. Well, the 3rd one's doing great and the other 2 died, so excuse me, it may just be where I get another one and put it right somewhere right in here, or maybe just a large shrub, I don't know, or maybe nothing at all, because this is a limelight. It'll get tall on this side. We'll have the height back here, and then that is a viburnum. It'll get its height. We may just leave it low and just plant some more really pretty low growing things right in there, and then have the little walkway right in there. But anywho, let's get in closer. So I still have all of that to mulch back there, all of it. Luckily, the plants are starting to fill in, so it's probably not going to take as much mulch as I'm thinking or that it may take. And if I honestly wasn't so tired and hungry or hangry at this point, I probably would continue on with the mulch job, but for right now, I'm not. That is the Captain Kirk that we planted today, along with there's one transplanted iris, and heuchera, and then there is the other one right back there, and then those are the 2 iris, the little spiky textures back there, the African white that we planted. I just love that. Back it up again. I absolutely love that. The Sum and Substance hosta right there, that's really starting to take off. I do have a blue hosta out front that I am contemplating popping in somewhere back here. I'm thinking until this fills in right here, it would be beautiful right up in here. My only concern with that is that this area does get a decent slice of sun, and it's late evening, and it stops right about here where this hydrangea is. But we'll see. The canopy of the trees have grown out tremendously. I'm looking at them, so it may just be something I'll have to keep an eye on. But I think it would be beautiful, something right in there, or maybe even back in here, something blue. That blue hosta would be beautiful. It's a diamond lake, and I also have a drinking gourd hosta that I need to get transplanted as well, so it may be tucking it in somewhere back here in this little shady nooks too. Yeah, I think right there would be a really pretty spot just to kind of tuck it back. And I don't know how quick the summer wines grow. I do know that they get predominantly decently sized, and it's starting to put on some blooms. It's budding up. All up and down there. Like I said, if I wasn't so tired, I would continue on, but I'm too beat. I want to go inside, get while the getting is good. Well, you can see we carried the line around from my Atlas rose here. Y'all, that's an Annick rose right back here. And then there's another Atlas. I've transplanted these Atlas roses so much. I actually stepped on that one. So, but it's looking okay. So I think I'm going to dig the bigger one up, and right over here where I had that tiny vine that I want to dig up that looks like a pile of sticks right behind the wall that we built. I think that would be a beautiful spot for that little Atlas rose to live out the rest of its days. It may be that I just do the other one right there beside it, and it'd just be a nice little fat chunk of Atlas rose when you come around the corner right there. I think that'll be beautiful. We'll do that. I will continue the curve right along there, and we'll continue the mulch on back there. But I want to get everything planted back in that spot before I just start slinging mulch down, honestly. That was going to wrap up today's video. I appreciate you guys so much. I know I keep saying it, but I promise you guys we're going to come back with another interior decorate with me video. It's just when it's so nice outside in the springtime, it's my jam. I am constantly outside in the garden space, getting the exterior of our home looking its best. It's not just important to decorate the interior, but you need the exterior to look equally as nice. It's a reflection of things to come on the inside. So I do spend quite a bit of time outside. So there will be quite a few gardening videos headed you guys' way, but also some interior videos as well. I have some things that I have in my shopping cart now to order. So yes, things to look forward to, you guys. I appreciate you so much. Thank you to all the new subscribers out there. I see you. I also see a lot of you guys that are viewing are not subscribed, so I don't know what you're waiting for, but hit that subscribe button and that thumbs up. Also share with a friend that might enjoy the video. It helps me get out there in the YouTube algorithm, but I appreciate you all so much. You are all such a blessing to me. I hope you have a fabulous day, and I will see you all in the next video. Bye.